Hey guys, welcome to Chris's Beer Reviews. Today is Friday, February the 28th, and today's review is going to be coming out of the St. Louis Brewing Company, and it is Schlafly's Dry Hopped American Pale Ale. And I checked this thing out on Beer Advocate, and Beer Advocate gave it a score of 85. I also checked the Schlafly website, and it says that it has an ABV of 5.9%. With 50 IBUs. Let's see, it says that it's dry hopped, it's unfiltered, and the hops that they use is Cascade and Chinook, which is two of my favorite hop varieties. Grains used is pale and caramel malts. Yeast is American ale yeast. And let's see what all it says. If there's anything about food pairing, no food pairings. But anyway, like I said, it's the Schlafly's Dry Hopped American Pale Ale. And I usually like most everything that I've tried from the Schlafly Brewing Company. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's try this thing out. We'll open it up and see what it looks like, guys. And I'm going to be serving this in a pint-style glass. So let's go ahead and pour it up. It's a little chilled. I didn't quite let it get to the proper temperature, but so it pours a little bit of a huge head. Pretty carbonated. For an unfiltered beer, it's quite translucent. I'm not used to seeing that. Usually with your unfiltered beers, they're a little cloudier than this, but it's actually a very translucent, kind of golden amber color. A lot of carbonation bubbles coming up from the bottom, rising to the top. It pours a very big carbonated, kind of off-white colored head. Semi-medium head retention. It's lost a little bit, so now I've got about a good 2.5 finger head out of like a 3.5. So it's lost a little bit of the head, but it's still maintaining pretty well. So anyway, let's put a nose on it, guys. Okay. Actually, this smells like more of an India Pale Ale. It's got a very bold characteristic of citrus right on the nose, right up front. A little bit of pine, a little bit of malt sweetness on the nose. But more citrus and pine than anything. Very delicious. I know that Cascade hops tend to give it more of a citrus aspect, you know, of kind of orange peel, grapefruit. But the Chinook hops give it a little bit more of the hop bitterness. You know, like I said, with the Cascade giving it the citrus aspect, citrus and pine. But this beer is very beautiful. Like I said, kind of a golden amber in color. Actually, it's got better head retention than I thought. Already seeing very, very big amount of kind of, I wouldn't really even say spotty lacing. It's got a real nice lace pattern on the side of the glass. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's take a drink, see what it tastes like, guys. Very delicious. I'm getting a real, not a very overwhelming hop bitterness, but definitely getting a little hop bitterness right up front. With it being dry hopped. Dry hopped beers tend to have a little bit more bitterness to them. That's, a lot of people prefer that. I guess you could say if they're serious hop heads, people that like a bitter pale ale, this one has definitely got it, but it's not overly bitter. It's like it's very similar to Hoplanta. I think is by Red Brick. I think, yeah, Red Brick Brewing Company. The Hoplanta IPA. This is very similar. It's not the best pale ale I've ever tasted, but it's not bad. Go ahead and take another drink of this. But yeah, I'm getting a medium hot bitterness right up front, soon followed by citrus and pine. Mostly on the palate, I'm getting mostly pine, with a nice solid citrus note right in the middle. But it finishes pretty bitter. The bitterness lasts on this one to be just a regular American pale. But yeah, I'm getting a great amount of lacing on the side of the glass. I'm getting a little bit of a malt sweetness on the very, very last little bit on the finish, but nothing spectacular. Mostly a straightforward hot bitterness right up front, following into the middle, but soon followed by a little bit of citrus and pine, a little bit of malt sweetness, and then it finishes still hoppy. It's got a definite hop linger to it. So yeah, guys, Schlafly's dry hopped American Pale Ale. If you see this one in stores, I highly recommend it. It's not, like I said, it's not the best American style pale ale I've ever had. It's actually pretty typical for an American pale, but it's tasty. There's nothing bad about this beer. Yeah, I would definitely buy it again. Before I forget about it, on the palate, I get a minimal hop, kind of hop resin stickiness, but nothing major. It's pretty semi-dry beer, but you know, like I said, nothing just overly strong or powerful. It's definitely a good session beer. I would definitely drink this one again. This is a good beer to go with, say, like if you're firing up the barbecue grill, which I'm going to be doing here in, very shortly. But it's a very good beer for, you know, something, an activity like that. Good session beer. I'll definitely I'll definitely finish the 6-pack tonight. Very delicious beer, guys. Highly recommended. Schlafly's Dry Hopped American Pale Ale. If you're looking for anything complex, anything new, a new offering to the table, then this one probably wouldn't be for you, because, like I said, it's a typical American style pale ale. Nothing spectacular, but good nonetheless. So yes, recommended beer. Pick it up if you see it. Schlafly's Dry Hopped American Pale Ale. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take one last chug, guys, and then I'm going to go fire this barbecue grill off and kick off my weekend. So anyway, last chug of the night, and cheers, guys. Drink safe, drink responsible, guys. To call.